Good morning, children. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is welcome back. Welcome back to our class Standard 4 English poem Recess or Recess. Today we will complete the textbook grammar textual work. So kindly open your textbook, page number 15. Take your pencil and eraser. We will complete the textual work and tomorrow we start with new chapter. Page in the previous class we have completed the poem and I gave you explanation. I made you understand. Now page number 15, there is some grammar part which we have to solve. Yes? A, exercise A. You can write today's date on your textbook, which day we are doing the exercise. Page number 15, you can write the, please mute your system. I'll give you 10 minutes to clear your doubts. You're disturbing everyone. Page number 15. Mute your system, children. Don't talk in between. I will give you 10 minutes to clear your doubts. I will solve all your doubts. Page number 15. Exercise A. Write homophones for these words. Write homophones for these words. Now, what are homophones? What are homophones? Now, pay attention. My son is playing in the sun. Don't interrupt in between. My son is playing in the sun. Please mute your system, otherwise I will remove you from the meeting. The words sun sun and son sun are homophones. My son is playing in the sun. The words sun sun and son sun are homophones. These two words are pronounced in the same way but are spelled differently. sun sun and son sun. Pronunciation is the same, meaning is different, and spelling is different. So this is called as homophones. Pronunciation is same, sound is the same, meaning is different, and spelling is different. Such words are called as homophones. Homophones are words that have different spellings and meanings but have the same pronunciation. I repeat, homophones are words that have different spellings and meanings but have the same pronunciation. So page number 15, exercise A, write homophones for these words. I will remove you from the meeting if you talk in between. I told you I'll give you 10 minutes. Mute your system. I said I'll give you 10 minutes. If you interrupt, I will remove you from the meeting. Page number 15, exercise A, write homophones for these words. First one, R-O-A-D, road. The second word what we write is R-O-D-E, road. R-O-A-D is given in your textbook. You have to write one more homophone. You write R-O-D-E. Both are road. R-O-A-D, road is the road on which vehicles move, and R-O-D is riding. To ride. R-O-D-E. Second one, allow. A-L-O-U-D. Allow. R-O-D-E. Second one, allowed. A-L-O-U-D. To scream, shout loudly. The second word, second homophone is allowed. A-L-L-O-W-E-D. Allowed. A-L-L-O-W-E-D. Allowed. Second one, allowed. Allowed. A-L-L-O-W-E-D. Allowed. Third one, peace. P-E-A-C-E. Peace. Please don't interrupt. Mute your system. P-E-A-C-E. Peace. The second homophone, P-I-E-C-E. Peace. Piece of cheese, piece of chocolate, piece of biscuit. So peace, P-I-E-C-E. Third one, P-I-E-C-E. I am repeating 3 times. Still you can't follow? Fourth one, loan. L-O-N-E, loan. New word is loan. L-O-A-N, loan. Fourth one, L-O-A-N, loan. Loan is the loan or the money what we borrow or take from somebody. It is called as loan. L-O-A-N, loan. Fourth one, loan. Fifth one, night. N-I-G-H-T, night. And the next homophone is night. K-N-I-G-H-T. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night means people who go to fight in the war, soldiers. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night. Sixth one, stare. S-T-A-I-R. Stare. And the next homophone is stare. S-T-A-R-E. Stare. S-T-A-R-E. Stare. S-T-A-R-E. I repeat, exercise A. Write homophones for these words. First one, R-O-D-E. Road. R-O-D-E. Road. Will you keep your mouth shut? Second one, A-L-L-O-W-E-D. Allowed. A-L-L-O-W-E-D. Allowed. Third one, P-I-E-C-E. Peace. P-I-E-C-E. Peace. Fourth one, L-O-A-N. Loan. L-O-A-N. Loan. Fifth one, night. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night. And the sixth one, S-T-A-R-E. Stare. S-T-A-R-E. Stare. Children, I repeat one more time. Check in your book. First one, R-O-D-E. Road. Second one, ALLOWED, allowed. Third one, PIECE, peace. Fourth one, loan, LOAN, loan. Fifth one, night, KNIGHT, night. Sixth one, stare, STARE, stare. Now go to the next one, page number 15. The next exercise is exercise B. Now, this is just the opposite of what we had done. Words that have the same spellings and pronunciation but have different meanings are called homonyms. Okay? Now, the words are same spellings. We have same spellings. Pronunciation also is same, but they have different meanings. Now, page number 15. Yes, you can see there boxes are given, two boxes for each sentence, and there are two sentences given. Now, we have to tick the right sentence and in the box. Now, for example, how to do this? Now, there are two different words in two different sentences. Now, which word suits which sentence, which is in the right place, we will tick the right sentence, and there are two boxes given. So, according to that, we have to tick in the box. Now, page number 15, exercise B. Read these sentences and color the box with the correct meaning of the highlighted homonyms. One has been done for you. Okay? Homonyms. First one, we had to pay a fee to park the car. This is the sentence. We had to pay a fee to park the car. Below that, there are two options given. Option A, option B. Now, which is the highlighted word here? The highlighted word here is park, which is in red color. The highlighted word in the sentence is park. We had to pay a fee to park the car. Yes? Now, option A, keep a vehicle in a place. Option B, a place where children play. So, there are two different sentences, two different meanings. We have to choose the correct one. The first one is to keep a vehicle in a place. That is why box 1 is colored there. So, what you do? You put a tick there. That is correct. Option A is correct. Second one, the principal gave a welcome address in the assembly. I repeat, the principal gave a welcome address in the assembly. The highlighted word now here is address. The highlighted word in the sentence is address. Option A speech given. Option A speech given on a formal occasion. Option B, A place where someone lives or an organization is located. So the right answer is a speech given on a formal occasion. The second one, the right option is a speech given on a formal occasion. Tick the correct box. Tick the first box and the right answer is option A. Third one, he plays in a band in Kolkata. He plays in a band in Kolkata. Option A, something used to tie hair. Option B, a group of musicians. So the right answer here is a group of musicians. A group of musicians. He plays in a band. The highlighted word here is band. Band here means, yes, something used to tie the hair or a group of musicians. It is in this sentence the answer is a band of musicians. So the second option is correct. A group of musicians. Go to the next page. Next page. He broke the mango from the stack. He broke the mango from the stack. The highlighted word here is stack. S-T-A-L-K. S-T-A-L-K. He broke the mango from the stack. Option A, to follow someone. Option A, to follow someone. Option B, the stem of a plant. So the right answer here is the stem of a plant. You tick in the second box. You tick in the second box. He broke the mango from the stack. Option A, to follow someone. Option B, the stem of a plant. So the right answer is the stem of a plant. Fifth one, Ronnie has hurt his palm while playing. Ronnie has hurt his palm while playing. Option A, the inner surface of the hand. And option B, a kind of tree. Ronnie has hurt his palm while playing. The highlighted word here is palm, P-A-L-M. The highlighted word here is palm. Option A, the inner surface of the hand, and option B, a kind of tree. So the right answer for this sentence is option A, the inner surface of the hand. Last one, sixth one, you need a lot of courage to scale a steep mountain. You need a lot of courage to scale a steep mountain. The highlighted word here is scale. You need a lot of courage. You need a lot of courage to scale a steep mountain. Option A, an instrument to measure length. Option B, climb up something. The right answer here is option B, climb up something. I go back to page number 15. Exercise B. I will repeat the answers. Check whether you have written it correctly. Exercise B. First one. He had to pay a fee to park the car. There are two options, and the right option, the right answer for this statement is option A. Keep a vehicle in a place. Second one, the principal gave a welcome address in the assembly. There are two options there, and the right option for this statement is address here means a speech given on a formal occasion. Third one, he plays in a band in Kolkata. He plays in a band in Kolkata. The answer here, a group of musicians. A group of musicians. First one, option A. Second one, option A. Third one, option B. I repeat, first one, option A. Second one, option A. Third one, option B. Go to page number 16. He broke the mango from the stall. The right answer is option B, the stem of a plant. Fifth one, Romit has hurt his palm while playing. The right answer for this statement is option A, the inner surface of the hand. And the sixth one, you need a lot of courage to scale a steep mountain. The right answer is option B, climb up something. Children, this is a small activity for you. On page number 16, activity time. Yes, in your textbook, they have given a small activity which you will be doing. You might have noticed that some students litter the playground and corridors in school during recess. Yes, everybody knows during short break time, everybody dirties the class by throwing things here and there, or even when you are having your snacks, you spill food here and there. So you might have noticed that some students litter the playground and corridor during recess. Usually we never go out for lunch, we sit in our class, in our place. So even during that time, you see many children, mess up. They throw food, they throw water, they do all those things. So here there is a small activity for you. What you have to do? You have to write a slogan. You have to write a slogan. Write slogans to be put up on the notice board to create awareness among the students about keeping the school neat and clean. The slogans should be brief and should convey the message clearly. Now, for example, in your textbook, one example is given, see there. What you can do, you can take a small piece of paper, colored paper, and you can put a border for it. You can put a small border, or you can draw margin lines, and you can just put there a slogan inside. You can write it with glitter pens or sketch pens. You can write it in capital letters. If your handwriting is neat and good, you can write in cursive a small slogan, and that small piece, maybe your handkerchief size, or in a small piece of paper. If you have your craft book or drawing book wherein you will get the small craft papers for you to do some activity, you can use that. You get it in different colors. You can use any one, draw a small border or a margin line, and you write a slogan inside that. And after the notes of the lesson, or after the notes of the poem, recess or recess, you can paste this activity in your notebook. You have to write a slogan Okay, you have to write a slogan to be put up on the notice board. Since we are not coming to school now, we are studying from home. So you prepare this and paste it in your notebook. So do it a small one, don't do a big one because it will not fit in your notebook. So write slogan to be put up on the notice board to create awareness among students about keeping the school neat and clean. The slogan should be brief and should convey the message clearly. So one example is given, don't do the same thing. You create your own slogan and write it in that. You can decorate the notebook. When you paste it, you can put borders or designs in it. So this is for your activity for today. This is for your homework. You can do it in your notebook. Take a small colored paper and do it on that. Now, page number page number 14. Page number 14. Read these extracts and answer the questions that follow. Okay. There are few lines given there from the poem and we have to answer them. We love you. You rule. You give us rest from a day long at school. This is the statement or the lines taken from the poem. Yes? We love you. You rule. You give us a rest from a day long at school. There are three questions asked below the lines. Those lines are from the poem Recess for Recess. There are three questions asked. Who does we and you refer to? What does the word rule mean here? How does you give us a rest from a long day at school? So these are the simple questions which you have to do in your textbook. Do it for HW. Tomorrow I will solve it when we have the class. And the second part, we would be in despair if you didn't exist. What does these lines mean? We would be in despair if you didn't exist. Now below that there are three questions. What does the word exist mean here? According to the poet, what would happen if recess didn't exist? And the third one, C. How does everyone feel to have recess? Describe in 3 words. So the first statement has three questions and the second statement has three statements. Sorry, the second statement has three questions. They are very simple and you have to do it for homework. Will you do it for homework, children? Tomorrow, when again we have class, I will discuss with you and help you to check whether whatever you have written, your answers are right or wrong. But you have to read the poem Recess or Recess on page 12 and 13, page 12 and 13. Read, understand the poem, then only you will be able to solve these questions. They are very simple. Who does we and you refer here? It is you and the it is very simple. Read the poem, understand, and do it in your do it in your textbook itself with the pencil. Tomorrow's class we will discuss and write it. Okay, so this is all about the textbook grammar from